Hello again, guys. Getting another very late start to the day. The vlog went up this morning. Thank you guys so much for all of your support and all the congratulations and everything on that. I've been spending a lot of time getting the house clean today, but we have to get going here in a little bit because little man here has soccer practice. Are you pumped for soccer? Well, another day, another sport. Time to watch the little man play some soccer.
Done better. That's better.
I can't do a back walk. I can just do a flip. Yeah.
You having fun out there?
That last one was easy.
Easy?
Easy.
Oh.
So you're not working too hard? Should we tell your coach to make you work harder?
No.
Easier.
You would know as soon as we leave the house, UPS shows up with a package. So we made it home safely from soccer, and it's time for a little bit of dinner. We're having a good Kentucky favorite, pulled pork barbecue, homemade. And little man, what are you eating?
Macaroni and cheese.
All right, healthy stuff, right?
Yeah, carbs. He just had soccer practice. It's okay.
He did. I'm gonna dive into the habanero hot sauce again. This may be a bad idea. Let's see what happens though. I don't think I overdid it, but I guess we'll see here in just a second. Just right, just a few drops, mix everything together. Gives it a little bit of kick, but not too much. That was a very good dinner. Although I did think I went a little bit overboard with the habanero sauce. I managed to somehow get some in my nose, and that is ridiculously painful if you've never had that happen. However, a bit of good news. As I told you guys, I went ahead and ordered the Sony RX100 Mark III. Although I'm not sure about it. It showed up this evening while we were away. As I told you, UPS showed up right after we left. So you can see here on the top, everything looks fine. On the side, everything looks good. Other side. And then you look at the front, it did mention there would be some cosmetic imperfections on the front, and you have a little scratch here, not a big deal. A little scuffing around the edge here, not a big deal. But there's some pretty significant dings here. Again, I'm not that concerned about it, but a little bit. But really what I'm more concerned about is when I flip it over, the screen has a pretty decent little scratch on it. Now it's not gonna affect anything, it's not really gonna hurt the performance or anything, everything should still work okay, but that just kind of bugs me. I did save, I think, $250 or something off of the retail price of it by buying it this way, but at the same time, I just don't know. I think I've got a little bit of time to try it out, make sure everything works appropriately, and if it doesn't work the way that I want it to, I may end up sending it back to Amazon. But realistically, just having a camera that puts out the kind of video like I'm shooting right now, that I can do this with, and be able to see what's going on. Look, we can have dueling cameras, look at that. So I can now see what's going on in this camera when I'm going to film something. And it actually has a pretty significantly upgraded lens over the RX100 that I'm currently using. See, this one has an aperture range of 1.8 to 2.8. The one that I'm using is a 1.8 to 4.9, I think. And it's got a much wider angle lens. It's an equivalent of about 24 millimeters, where the one I'm using is about 28 millimeter equivalent. So you know what, let's go ahead and move the SD card over. We'll give it a shot in the other camera and see what happens. All right, that is a much wider field of view. I don't have to hold it quite so far away, but if I want to hold it farther away, I can and get much more in the shot at the same time. And it looks like it's doing some face tracking very nicely, so definitely can't fault that. And it has a built-in ND filter, which I don't ever think that I'll end up using, but if I really want to get that very shallow depth of field while I'm outdoors or something, that would be a great option. Well, we are now at a much later part of the evening. I spent a little bit of time making a quick video for the Twill.tv channel talking about the new Shield tablet that arrived. It actually arrived yesterday. So made a quick video just showing the process of setting that up, and I was really surprised to find out NVIDIA made it sound like when you turn on the new tablet, the old tablet's just immediately going to get wiped and deactivated and never work again. But that, in my case at least, that did not happen. It's been going strong for quite a little while now. I haven't been playing both of them at the same time or anything, but I'm guessing, if I had to really guess, just thinking of the feasibility of all this, I would say that they've probably got some sort of Android device manager thing set up where after a certain amount of time has passed, or maybe once a day or once every so many days, they'll look at that list and make sure the ones that have been activated do just get wiped. But that's just a guess on my part. I'll be keeping an eye on it, obviously. Sorry if it's a little bit of a boring day. This is the last day before my son goes back to school, and so because there was no childcare, I ended up spending the whole day with him and trying to get some work done for my day job. Then he had soccer practice and we had some family time, and all in all, it was a really good day. I do have an awful lot more stuff to be working on video-wise, so I probably ought to get to that. Again, thanks so much to you guys for all of the kind words on the previous video. It's been an awful lot just sort of building up inside of me over the last few months, not being able to really tell anybody or not being able to say anything to people on the internet, because You know, I want to be able to talk about it. I want to be able to share more things. But until we got to that point where things are a little bit more set and a little more stable, we didn't really want to say anything. But yeah, that's going to be about all from me for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to leave a thumbs up below the video if you like this video. Subscribe to receive more of these videos when they become available. And I'll see you again next time.